Now your ABC 7 First Alert with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Well, we showed you that Van Wezel webcam. Look at this, Art Conforti out there on the bay. Look at this shot this evening. Boy, just a huge glow of orange and reds. It was gorgeous there. And pinks even showing up with Patricia Haas near Venice and the Venice Jetty there. Another nice shot. Appreciate all those photos. This is not a great shot right here. This is a tropical storm, soon to be hurricane. Top winds now up to 70 miles an hour, but it is racing to the north-northwest at 22 miles an hour. So this is not going to have much of a chance to intensify all that much because it's just moving too fast. The storms won't be able to catch up to that center. And then it makes landfall, it looks like, again, late Saturday, early Sunday morning as a Category 1 hurricane. And it could be anywhere from just around Louisiana, New Orleans, and then to the east of that near Mobile. And it looks like it will be a fairly tight system, so the widespread wind flow with it won't be there like we saw with Irma, but it's still going to cause a lot of problems with storm surge. There are tropical storm warnings in effect for the panhandle of Florida and a hurricane watch as well. And it looks as though they will see hurricane force winds definitely near New Orleans as this storm moves on shore. It's going to be a big story, obviously, late Saturday and Sunday. For us, we're going to see showers and storms here. It'll be scattered about late in the afternoon and evening. We may see some of the bands get very close to us. Some of those feeder vans will get fairly close to us, I think, on Saturday late and also on Sunday morning early. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. But right now, it doesn't appear that we're going to have too much of an effect here, with the exception of coastal areas. We'll see a little bit of a storm surge, 1 to 2 feet, not out of the question near high tide. We saw that today, in fact, a little bit, as that water was pushing on shore. On top of that, we will see rip currents, and those will be a problem for folks going out there trying to ride those big waves that will be occurring along the coast generated by Nate as it moves through the Gulf of Mexico. That dew point temperature, you may have noticed it tonight out at Music on Main at Lakewood Ranch. It was humid, a very humid night, but it was rain-free, which was good for the crowd, and there was a big crowd there too. 90 degrees the high today, well above the average. Tampa set a record high at 93, 95 the record here in Sarasota at 1989. It was 95 degrees. The low was 75. Rainfall, we didn't see any rain today officially at the airport. We've only had 0.08 of an inch of rain. We will see some scattered showers tomorrow. It could produce some moderate to heavy rainfall. It's not going to be an all-day rain event, but nonetheless, we will see better chances late in the day and throughout the evening. Even the overnight, there's a 40% chance for some storms on Saturday night and Sunday morning. And it looks as though, as I said, we're going to get some shower activity as a result of Nate, but not the bulk of the precipitation. That will be confined to near the center and to the east. It's looking rather healthy, though, tonight with an explosion of storms near the center as it has made its way through that narrow gap between the Yucatan Peninsula and the western tip of Cuba. And you can see, again, top winds are at 70, so it's just below hurricane status at this point, and it will cause all sorts of problems. These are hurricane warnings now in effect that you see in the red, and there's also a tidal surge warning for folks there to the east of the center, and they could see a fairly high tide with that. As far as the forecast goes for us for boaters, winds will be out of the southeast at 15 knots, and seas will be running 2 to 4 feet, and a moderate chop on the bays and inland waters. I mentioned the wave action that will be rather significant near the coast, so the waves will be rather high, and it looks as though that will stay with us on Sunday too. And as the winds whip around more to the southwest late Sunday, we could see the possibility of a little bit of coastal problems with the flooding there. 83 on the water temperature, and beaches will see a high of 86. It'll be a mixture of sun and clouds in the morning with a better chance for scattered showers and storms in the afternoon. Well, here's a look at the tides. Upcoming tides for Sarasota Bay. The next high tide at 1:18 and a low tide at 8:49, and then a high tide at 2:41 tomorrow afternoon. Tonight, isolated showers still possible overnight, but generally partly cloudy, warm and muggy, 78 for a low. And tomorrow, the rain chance in the afternoon mainly at 60%. With a high of 88 degrees. The extended forecast is calling for a good chance for storms scattered about on Sunday, and then it tapers off to start the work week.